Morning, students. We will look today some question of the exercise 9.2. We already have done examples, and today we'll look for some question of the exercise 9.2. So it is exercise 9.2, and I'm taking question number third. When you will read the initial questions, you will feel that these questions are actually the question of class 10th. So already have done. So look at question number third. In an AP, the first term is 2, the sum of first 5 term is 1/4 of sum of next 5 term. Show that 20 term is minus 112. This is a question of the concept of class 10th also. So you might have done in class 10th. So try to understand. Here it is, let first term is A and difference is D. So definitely A will be 2, and according to question the first term is 2 and D is not we are having right now. Question says the sum of first 5 term also given, as per question also given, that sum of first 5 terms is equal to 1/4 of sum of next 5 term. Very good thing it is coming. Look at, wow, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Suppose these are the 10 terms of AP, and according to question sum of first 5 term is equal to 1/4, meaning 1/4 of sum of next 5 term. So I want to ask you that how we can write sum of next 5 term. That is very simple. I would simply tell you that these are total 10 terms. So first of all, I will add all 10 terms. S10, and I will subtract first 5 term from the whole sum of 10 terms. So whatever the required, the answer will be sum of next 5 term. That is very simple idea. One can simply think. Look at, I tell you once again, these are all 10 terms. If you want to find the sum of next 5 term, what is the idea we are providing? That sum of all 10 terms minus sum of first 5 terms, which will be, the sum of all term minus sum of first 5 term will be the sum of next 5 term, meaning this will be this one. So when according to question we are studying, the sum of first 5 term is 1/4 of sum of next 5 terms. So instead of that, what you will write? S10 minus S5. It is very simple, that thinking, and one can think it easily. So I want to extend the answer from here. We want actually D, because with the help of D we can find, show that 20th term is minus 112, meaning we want to find T20. T20's 20th term is minus 112. We want ultimately to find now. Okay, so first of all I'll find D. How it is so easy. Just do transfer. 4s5 is equal to S10 minus S5. I do transfer S5 here. So 4S5 plus S5 is equal to S10. This 4S5 and 1S5 is a 5S5 is equal to S10. Now use the formula. What is the sum of first 5 term? You know the formula of Sn. What is the formula of Sn? This is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the formula. This is a line bracket I'm using only. Use here n by 2 meaning 5 by 2, 2a plus n minus 1, 5 minus 1. Again S10 meaning 10 by 2, 2a plus 10 minus 1 into d, like that. Now go with this. 5 5s are 2 and 2 will cancel. 5 5s are 25. 2a is your 2, 2 to the 4 plus 4d is equal to 10, 2 to the 4 plus 9d. Now 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10. I cancel by 5, multiply to 5 in the bracket. 5 4s are 20, 5 4s are 20d is equal to 2 4s are 8, 2 9s are 18d. 20, yeah, minus 18, 2d is equal to 8 minus is minus 12. So d is equal to, we got a minus 6. Now this is not an answer, this is just d. Now we want to find a 20th term. So definitely 20th term will be a plus 19d. What is the formula? A plus n minus 1 into d. So a is your 2, 19 into d is a minus 6. So ultimately 2, 19, and if I multiply 19 into 6, it's gonna be 114, I think, and 2 minus 114 is 112. This is the completion which was asked to prove that 28 term is minus 112. We have got it. So this is the very good question, but this depends on the same mentality as you have already faced in class 10th. I don't think that's a tough one. It is not so tough. Okay, so let me take some more question. I want to take question number 5th. Question 5th is, in AP, pth term is 1 by q, qth term is 1 by p. Prove that the sum of first pq term is half pq plus 1. Okay, it's very easy question. I tell you. First of all, we start with, let first term is a and difference is d. Two things. First term is a, difference is d. I start with the problem which is given. Pth term is 1 by q. So pth term tp, a plus p minus 1 into d. And this is what? 1 by q. Pth term is 1 by q. Okay. A plus p minus 1 into d. And qth term, a plus q minus 1 into d, which is given 1 by p. A plus q minus 1 into d. What you will do now? You will take 1 and 2. You will take 1 and 2 together. Definitely by 1 and 2 we will find a and d. A plus p minus 1 into d is equal to 1 by q. A plus q minus 1 into d is equal to 1 by p. And I'll take them. Definitely I subtract, a and will cancel. Take out d. P minus 1 minus q plus 1. You know, it's equal to 1 by q minus 1 by p. 1 and 1 cancel. P minus q, d is equal to, take an LCM, p minus q upon pq. So d will be, these two cancel, only 1 by pq remaining. This is the d. Now put your d in one of the equations. Suppose I am choosing first equation. Look at 1 by q is equal to a plus p minus 1 into d. I am choosing first one. I will put d here. That p minus 1 d is a 1 by pq. Look at 1 by q is equal to a plus, this gonna be p minus 1 upon pq. Can you understand? Now what I'll do? Look at, I separate the term. P upon pq, 1 upon pq. I separate the term. P and p cancel. 1 upon q is equal to a plus 1 by q. 1 by pq and 1 by q cancel. Transfer to minus 1 by pq here, it's gonna be plus, meaning 1 upon pq, you have got the value of a same as d. So a and d have same value. Now what we are told? We are told to prove sum of pq term. So definitely I'll use the formula of sum of Sn. You know n by 2, it is 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So what is sum of pq term? Pq by 2, 2a plus pq minus 1 into d. Put up the values, guys. Pq by 2, what is a? A is 1 by pq, so it's gonna be 2 by pq plus pq minus 1, d is 1 by pq. What you will do? Take out pq common from the denominator. What will have? 2 plus pq minus 1, and pq will cancel. 1 by 2, 2 and 1, 1 plus pq. You have got the sum of pq term, which was exactly told from the book. You can see that the sum of pq term is 1 by 2, pq plus 1 you have got, hence proved. So this is a long question, but I don't think any toughness here. It is nothing anything hard here. very easy. Concept is also very easy. If you are familiar with such kind of questions, I know that you can do it. Okay, let me rub this question. Now, I'll move on to some other question. So I want to take the question number 8th one. 8th one. Sometimes students get confused about 7th one. 7th question is very easy. Just verbally I want to ask, I want to tell you. Find the sum of n terms of AP whose kth term is 5k plus 1. I want to speak something that kth term is 5k plus 1. Kth term is 5k plus 1. Whenever any term is given now in symbolic form, you can find the sequence easily just by putting k is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. If you will put k equal to 1, you will get a first term. 5 ones are 5 and 1 6. If you put 2, k equal to 2, 2 5s are 10 and 1 11. If you put 3, 3 5 50 16, and that means AP is what? 6, 11, 16, so this is your AP. Now what you are told in class in question number 7, find the sum of n term. So okay, now it is a equal to 6. What is D? 11 minus 6 is 5. And what you want to find out? Sum of n term. So the sum of n term will be in the form of n because you are told to find n sum of n term. And the value of n is not given. So definitely answer will be in the form of n. So use only formula and put up the value of a and d in this and get an answer. So it's very easy. I don't think that it's tough. Okay, that I told you the concept. Okay. Now I move on the other question. We have question number 8th one. Okay. About the 8th question, I want to tell you. Look at this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. This is AB. If I ask you sum of one term, it's very silly sentence that sum of one term meaning 2. Because it is only one term. What is the meaning of sum of one term? Sum of one term meaning first term. So keep remember sum of one term meaning first term. But if I talk to you sum of two terms, so sum of two term will be 6. I understand. Sum of two terms will be 4 and 2 6. But what is the second term? What is second term? Second term is not 6. But second term is actually 4, which is actually S2 minus S1. Look at 6 to minus 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. So whenever you want to find T2, you will find S2 minus S1. So keep remember this very simple thing. Very simple thing. Again I speak. S1 meaning T1. Sum of one term and first term are same. But sum of two term, when you will find, that will not be exactly second term. If you want to find the second term in that case, you will subtract S2 minus S1 and get a second term. This will give you idea something. First term you are having here, second term you will get from here. Easily you can get D by subtracting T2 minus T1. You know it. That A you will have, D you will have. Whatever be asked in the questions, definitely you can reply it easily. So what question says? I want to read from the book. I want to write on a copy, guys. Can you see? This is question number 8th one. If the sum of n term of AP is Pn plus Qn square, okay? Given that sum of n terms Sn equal to Pn plus Qn square, where P and Q are constant value, find the common difference. Find the common difference. I don't think that's a trouble. Same method I already have taught you. What you will do? First of all, you will put n equal to 1. I start the solution from here only. Solution. Okay. First put n equal to 1. What you will have? Put n equal to 1. S1. P into 1 P. Q into 1 Q. S1. And I taught you that S1 is actually your T1. So this is none else but it is T1. P plus Q. Okay. You got it T1. Now put n equal to 2. Sum of two terms. Look at 2. 2P plus 2. 2's are 4Q. Okay. This is S2. So how you can find T2? I taught you that T2 is what? S2 minus S1. S2 minus S1. So T2 is equal to S2, sum of two terms, minus sum of one term. And sign will change because of minus sign, P minus Q. So your T2 will be 2P minus P, and this 2 will be 3Q. What you found? You got a T2 and you got a T1. Now what you told? to find D. So D is only formal now, because you know that D will be second term minus first term. So second term is your P plus 3Q. And first term is what? P plus Q. P plus Q. And then D is equal to P plus 3Q minus P minus Q. Cancel. D is equal to 3Q minus Q. D is equal to 2Q. That's an answer. So this is very simple. I don't think it's a tough one. Same you have done in class 10. Whole exercise is very near to the concept of the class 10 concept. Okay. Now, question number 9 I am not telling you because same example already have told you. So please follow that and go on. Question number 10 definitely I would tell. Question number 10. If the sum of first P term of AP is equal to the sum of first Q term, find the sum of first P plus Q term. Okay. Whatever the given, we will follow it. Let first term is A and difference is D is very simple sentence. As given, what given? Sum of first P terms, SP, and sum of first Q term, SQ, are equal. Okay, and find the sum of first P plus Q term. It will be done later. First of all, we want to find the conclusion from these two. Okay, we try. Sum of first P term is given by P by 2, 2A plus P minus 1 into D. Sum of Q term is a Q by 2. Q by 2, 2A plus Q minus 1 into D. Okay, now let's look, 2 and 2 will cancel. Now I'll multiply to P here, 2AP plus PP minus 1D, 2AQ plus QQ minus 1D. I'll have a next term, I multiply to P square minus P, 2AQ, Q square minus QD. Now, look at, I transfer to 2AP minus 2AQ like that, and I would write Q square minus QD minus this term. What will happen? Take out 2 common, P minus Q, D common, Q square minus Q minus P square plus P. You know, sign will change. Then what will happen? 2A into P minus Q is equal to, I have a D. Look at Q square minus P square. I want to write them together. Q square minus P square minus Q, and I take out minus common, so Q minus P. You know, Q square minus P square, then minus Q plus P. I took minus common, remaining is Q minus P. Okay. Now 2A P minus Q is equal to D. This is a Q square minus P square will be written Q plus P into Q minus P, A plus B, A minus B. I use a formula and it is Q minus P. Take out common, 2A P minus Q, take out common Q minus P. And D, it is only remaining what? P plus Q plus P, whatever it is, Q plus P minus 1. It is minus 1 because Q minus P were taken out. Now just listen me carefully. It is a P minus Q. It is a Q minus P. Both actually look same, but it is not so. We will take out minus common from one of the side. Suppose I am taking out common minus from Q minus P. It will be, I am taking out common minus sign. Look at it. It's gonna be P minus Q because you took minus common. So D, it is a P plus Q minus 1. It is a P plus Q minus 1. So both will cancel now. So what remaining here? 2A equal to minus D. So I want to write D at the end. Look at. Now I transfer here. 2A plus P plus Q minus 1 into D is equal to 0. This is not the answer, but it is the last step what we have got from the given. SP equal to SQ, it means that you are given this one because we have got the conclusion from the given. So we will keep it safe, and what we are told, we will follow it. Now, what we are told, we have to prove that sum of sorry, we want to find the sum of first p plus q term. Okay, so we will find sum of p plus q term. You know the formula of sum of Sn, n by 2, p plus q by 2, 2a plus n minus 1, p plus q minus 1 into d. That only you use the formula. And what a beautiful thing is coming now. Can you see the whole part in the bracket? And this is very same to this one. 2a plus p plus q minus 1d, 2a plus p plus q minus 1d, which is actually equal to 0. So what I will write, you have understood till now that sp plus q is equal to p plus q by 2 into this whole part is what? 0. And when you will multiply now, this whole will be 0. It's funny answers coming after doing the very hard work, but it is actually a good question, good answer we have received here. So student, hope you have got till here. So these are the 10 questions, initial 10 questions I have done from my side. Further, you please try, and in next class we will try to finish the exercise. Thank you.